Welcome back to Little Crazy. You'll be pleased to know we're doing more vinyling. In an ideal world, I could have put all the pieces that I need to do in this colour out on the table and marked them all out and utilised the material as best as possible without making any waste. However, I can't do that because there's so much. But I do know that because it's going over the top and bottom of the windows in the cabin, that I don't need a great wide piece for it. So it will probably be done in sections. So this piece, for instance, will probably do the top and the bottom of the window coming along. And there may even be enough height to do the end all in one, but I don't know, but we'll see how we get on. It'd be not a lot easier without that box on the back as well. But when I put it on, I glued it on. So things you wish you never did. I need to prop up that side. We'll see why. So having those two little boxes underneath it, hopefully it will make it easier to roll. Right, should be fine now. With this one for the breaker, it doesn't really need to have any going inside because that's quite tight to get in as it is. As long as it's underneath the front face of the breaker, good. Now with this one, this is where I'm putting the heater in. You can see now if the video's turned sideways. Let's come a bit closer. Yeah, so this one is where the heater is going in, which has got that large plug. So what I'm going to do here is a suggestion by one of my subscribers, Loki, and just make a incision in there so I can push the lead through, and then you're not going to see that little bit down at the bottom that we talked about in another video. So I'm just going to make the cut in the center enough for that to get through. Because I think that's a very good idea. That's enough to get through. So thank you, Loki. So that's what we got. I'll have to trim them back of them switches off when I forgot about that. In case anyone is wondering why I've got Union Jacks on my thumbnails at the moment, apart from being a proud Britisher, Pom, a limey, it's because it's the 80th year of the D-Day landings. So it's in celebration of that, and obviously our brave soldiers fighting in any wars, that they risk their lives for us and give up their lives, and that's the reason. So now we've got this panel done, I'm going to pop the bits and pieces back on there. The hardest one to get in there at the moment, it's a bit tight on this side. So that's all back as it was. Now at the moment this door is not going to be vinyl. I'm just going to paint that for the moment. As I said before in another video, I've got an idea for that which may or may not work. So I thought while I've got these side panels off, I might as well do them in the vinyl. The material isn't wide enough for me to be able to cover both of them at the same time. They're obviously underneath the material here. I'm going to have to cut one out of each length, but that's okay. This material won't be wasted because we've still got the rear seat and the helm seat to do, and it will incorporate this colour as well. So it's not the lowest cost way of doing things, but with them being slightly too wide, I mean we're only at 2 inches in it, 2 inches lower, and I would have got them both out at one. I'll do one and then do the other. Probably won't put them on the boat just yet, although I can do once, because I've just painted outside at the moment. So once that coat of paint dried, I can get back up onto the boat again. They can be put in situ, but they will have to move again anyway, because there's other things to be done out there at the moment. But we get them covered, and then that's one job out of the way. That's the way I'm looking on it. So as you see, I've had to put a patch onto this end of this one because my material was 4 meters long and it was just that much too short. Doesn't matter, this bit actually goes under where the back seat goes across. This bit goes underneath that bit, so you won't even see that. Try and do these two together. What could go wrong? Spray them up half and half. Hopefully it will make the job a little easier. Okay, let's give this a go. So I'm only putting it down in the middle, hoping that the rest will just lay in place. I need a bigger workshop. Oh, I need a workshop, as it's not mine. and I'll leave them there now overnight, and then I'll do the edging of them on the reverse side tomorrow. Those two panels are ready to go up onto the boat now, which I'll do after the next coat of paint has dried. It's of course been raining 8 hours last night, which is why I've covered the boat up. But now we've done the side panels, I thought I'd show you where they go in. Obviously they were just wood before, wasn't they? There's one that side and then the one that side. Obviously got other stuff to do, a lot of other stuff. That one there, as you know, made a cock up on that one, so that wasn't completed. So the seamstress been on a holiday, so I had to wait until he's come back so he can stitch the bit down the centre of that one, which will mirror the centre of that one. So once that's done, then we can get that one on. It's just a speaker then to pop in there. There's no other electrics going in that side, so that's all clear. And then obviously loads of work here. I've got to do this hatch, make it so it's safe to sit on, sort out the hatch for there. These two hatches actually disappeared in the 2013 flood when the boat sunk, and they obviously just floated off. I usually keep this floor covered with like a decorator's protection sheet. I've merely uncovered it just to give you an idea of where we're up to at the moment. So next on my agenda, I've got to put a piece down here, some box metal, and that's going to go right up to the top there. Now what that does is it allows the electrics to come off the roof down here and then go down into a hole, which is, if you can see that, it's just down there at the bottom. That hole's got to be made bigger because I've got more electrics going up there, and obviously the mains lead for the VHF, you know, the aerial lead. Well, at least I say the aerial lead. I might not be doing that, because what I was going to do is run the aerial down here, the VHF, and then put a splitter behind this panel, which is inside where the electrics is, and then run both the radio and the VHF off the same aerial on the splitter. But I might not do that, because that box section is about an inch, which is big enough. Don't want to go any bigger than that, but there's only so much room within it that you can get stuff down. I can obviously put some down this side if I want to. Obviously have to make the hole here at the bottom and do the same thing on the other side, and then just run the electrics down through the toilet ceiling and then across where everything else came back to the electric side. I mean, that's where all the wiring goes anyway for that side, so I could do that if I've got too much wiring to go down one. I do have to cut this piece out because obviously it's got to mirror the other side, so it's got to look the same. And then once I've cut those, I won't put them in yet, because up here you can see where they've got like these scratch marks. This is where they had the original wires going up. I just scratched a bit out just so they could squeeze the wires up there. Well, I'll cut that bit out so that my tube can run up there nicely. And then I've got to put all the side bits in. I've got to put a negative buzz bar up there somewhere, tidy all the wiring up. Then the screen has got to be put on properly. It's only screwed at the moment with a few screws. It's not attached properly. It's not sealant or anything like that on it. And obviously you can see that this screen is not even on there. I took that one off once I've made sure that it fitted. But yeah, so the roof will probably have to be taken off again, as we did last time. So I'll fit all the lower parts of the screen, shore them up with something behind here so it's not going to go anywhere. We'll probably do what we did last time and have a few bits of wood on here with a bottle jack up to the level of the ceiling, and then it'll be easier to put back on. So I'll do all the work, all the electric work and everything off the boat, put it back up, seal it in, and then obviously put the ceiling panels up. But I don't know what lights I'm going to put up there yet, so that's another thing I've got to consider. So yeah, that's what we're up to in here. And then obviously down below there's oodles of things to do. There's the water tank in here, diesel tank, engine of course, so that's got to be cut out for the engine, the heater, the exhaust system, myriad of things in there, and obviously the gas. Got a gas locker in there, but I might change that gas locker, to be honest with you. But, and then the front of that wood, not sure what I'm doing with that. I could do it with the same stuff as the floor, that rubber. I could go along there with it. And it'll only come along to here somewhere and then go up, over, back down. Either in an arch like that or a square. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there when I build the doghouse, because the doghouse of course has got to be built as well. So yeah, lots to do yet. Well, I'm out of time to get any more done today. Sorry there's a lot of speeded up film, but it's not something you haven't seen before, and if I left it as full length it'd go on for hours, as you can probably appreciate. So it's better to speed it up, but at least you can see what I was doing. The electric panel will stay here in the workshop for the moment because it doesn't need to go up until all the electrics are done now. So thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Bye bye.